We're live.
Okay, then we will launch right in. Welcome back to the misadventures of the Misdeeders, the Misdeeders Misadventures, brought to you by KWOU Radio here at Western Oregon University. We are joined today by...
I'm playing Grimbly.
And your name is?
Grimbly.
Matthew is Grimbly, and...
I'm Sean, and I'm a mystery character right now.
Oh, coming in from death last time.
Rude.
I'm Rose, and I'll be playing Mouse in the Air.
I like how you...
Aiden, I'm your Lex.
That's good.
Okay, and I am William McDowell Newman, and I will be coming in as the DM, the world, and just about everything other than these folks today. When last we left off, things were a bit exciting, a bit tenuous. Grimbly was in the air over an odd and eerie grove. Mouse was mid-air, launched from said grove by some weird biomass in a tree trunk. Miralax was floating down a river, having just, or you had fled into the woods, leaving your compatriot, one Jean, to a mysterious fate back in the river you had once rafted down.
Wasn't that mysterious?
Did you see? I can't remember.
Yeah,
Did
I
you see his
believe he
death?
saw.
I tried to save him. I tried to save him by running across the water. And
So you
grabbing
did.
him.
So you disappear into the woods and like hear behind you like the meaty crunch and like the snapping of bone.
Oh God!
No, I think I passed out from the gas while running on the water with Jean in my hands, and then I passed out.
Right. Okay. So we'll circle back. We'll circle back. And Sean, you'll be jumping in at a time. If you feel like there's a great moment for you to jump in, please do let me know. Otherwise, I will prompt you if one arises to me, in my opinion. But whatever works. We're gonna start off with Miralax. So, Aiden, Miralax awakens, laying on the forest floor. There's sort of crushed ferns and grasses, trees overhead, sort of cool shadows around you, and you can hear the river sort of rushing by nearby. You're maybe 20 feet onto the solid ground. You can see splatters and drips of blood trailing from near where you fell into the water. But there's no other sign of your companion.
Remember, my last words were, the staff, Miralax.
The very staff that you see lying in the grasses nearby, thrown aside by the impact of your landing.
Am I like at the downstream, or am I at where like?
You're like tossed ashore pretty nearby, like where you like landed as you were like crashing unconscious from the mists.
Okay. Is the poop baskets nearby?
Yes, they're caught on some nearby snags on the river.
Word.
Okay.
You did not die in vain.
The poop
I,
baskets are bad.
I rub my eyes a little bit. I'm fatigued a little bit. I'm kind of like, what happened? And then I look around. I'm like, Gene, that was crazy. And then I'm like, oh, I remember
It's a bad day
my
for Ren.
compadre, and I become violently depressed that my friend has died in battle. But I'm like, okay, I need to bring these poop baskets for Gene and his legacy. I remember, what did Gene say before he died? Before he died in my arms. The staff. Where's the staff? I gotta find the staff.
There it is, nearby.
Oh my god. Okay, I'll grab it. Oh my god, what do? I need to get the poop baskets down the river, because I need to meet Grizzly and Mouse. I don't even know. The raft is destroyed, isn't it?
The raft is pretty total. The raft was largely just sort of a lashing of wood between the two baskets. So you could try and just tie the baskets together and put one foot in one and one foot on the other and just ride that down, or try and like stand on that, like the two rims.
The poop pontoons.
Like using. Sorry. Oh God. I don't know. If this is
Use
word.
the displacement of the water.
It would be
to
really
your
funny
advantage.
if you like took the staff and you like were paddling yourself downriver, Like you're just standing on the poop baskets, just paddling. Is that metagaming?
I'll go with that.
You can give the suggestion. I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Oh.
I'm gonna
Okay.
put one foot in one basket, one foot in the other, and then like I'm on the dang canals of Florence.
Venice?
Yeah.
Yes, that one. Whatever
Cool.
Italian
I
city.
got
No, I
you.
get
Venice.
Florence
We
as
got you.
too. I was about to say Florence as well.
You're all good. So you're just sort of
I'll start paddling my way down.
okay. You head off down the river, hoping that the thing that took Jean is not still in these dark waters.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna pivot away from Miralax here, and we're gonna come back to Mouse, who is midair, coming to consciousness at high velocity, launched at the sort of the waters of a small bay that is sort of held in the cul-de-sac, as it were, of this sort of C-shaped island.
Yeah.
And this is a floating island, right? So it's got like a rim. And so you've got this sort of C-shaped ridge of like mountains, and then they like all stream down into this little bay, and then the bay falls in this massive waterfall that like just drops away into nothingness as it sort of falls into the infinite sky below. So if you go out too far, it just goes off. And you're watching and you can see the edge.
So from what you're telling me, Mouse is flying in the air. I'm gonna use visual cues because I'm a little dumb. But Mouse is flying in the air, and here is like the edge of the world, basically,
Yeah.
and she's like making a curve, and we don't know if she's
Yeah.
gonna make it. Interesting. William, my question is, why would you do that? That hurts my feelings. Okay. Oh God.
Why? Let's see. A fleshy tree thing that wanted to eat you was like, damn, there's a bird man getting up in my grill about it. Let's go for a launch.
Yeah. Thank you for that. How close is Grumbly?
Can I get an athletics roll from Grimbley for high-speed pursuit in midair?
I'm just assuming he's gonna.
13.
You know, you're on your way. You're coming. You can sort of see
in the
this
air.
like speck, like this figure, just like flapping as hard as he can, trying to catch. But you're like, you're going, and he's just like, not catching up.
Oh, okay. So I don't know how air works. Okay, hold on. And I don't think Mouse knows how air works either.
Okay.
Um,
So not knowing how air works,
Hold
what
on.
do you do?
hold on. Let me look at my things. Yeah.
This is a lot of think time here. 6 seconds. have
Dang,
passed.
this is not good. She rolls herself up in a
In a ball?
ball because I feel like that would make her.
More aerodynamic.
Would that? I don't know. Again, I
Hold
don't know
on,
how air
hold on,
works.
hold on. Don't mitigate.
Okay,
here. This
okay,
is
okay,
great.
okay, okay.
So you roll up into a ball,
Yeah, I
thinking
roll
that
up
will
in a-
like slow you down in midair as you're like hurtling to the edge of the world with like an infinite drop ahead.
Actually,
of
no,
you.
wait. I remember how air works. No. Mouse doesn't do that. I remember how air works. Okay, no.
So Mouse balls up and
no.
then goes, wait.
If she balls up, and she goes, oh,
She can feel herself speeding up
yeah.
as like the wind
she
resistance
immediately
is
like flying squirrels her trench coat.
amazing. Like bugs and dirt flying off
Yeah,
in this like
but she is.
trail.
But you better believe that she is holding on to those leeches for absolute dear life. And they're all in these like little like orbs because apparently they don't need air.
Oh, I love that.
They just need water, and they eat the air out of the water, and then once all the air is gone, they move on to like new places. But you know, there's still air in
Yeah.
the bubbles, so just clanking around. I thought about that last night. It's really cool.
Yeah,
she's
we love
clanking
that.
around, and she's like she has them by like all the strings, and she's like gripping them for dear life. She's trying to like again, you know, anytime she's in the air, she's always catching things out of her
Yeah.
pockets, but she's overall just squirreling it.
Yeah, squirreling, maybe using her toes to like hold the edges of her robes outspread.
Yeah. That's
I love it. I
That's
love
it.
it. I'm gonna need either an athletics or acrobatics roll, please.
Hold on, I got you. Hold on. I think my acrobatics are. Wait, acrobatics are what?
Or
Or at the top.
athletics.
Okay, I'm gonna do acrobatics. Okay, I don't like this. 7.
Okay.
Wait, or is that a 9? I can't tell. What is that? Oh, it's a 6. Okay.
You start, like, you spread, right? And you're, like, catching the air. And then you, like, your arms sort of quake a little bit at the amount of pressure. And you start spinning. And just spinning, like windmilling midair faster and faster, like a falling phone out of a plane. And you're spinning around, you're getting dizzy, you have no idea which way's up. You can see, like, somewhere in your peripheral, like, it's flashing by so fast, it's becoming almost like a film reel where it's just flashing by every, like, split second. And you can see the edge of the world, and it's getting closer. And it's just flashing by, flashing by, flashing by, flashing by.
I got an idea.
What are you going to do?
William, I think it's time.
What are you doing?
Can I summon? Oh, wait. Does that work for familiars if you summon animals and fays and, like, it's animal?
Does that work for familiars? Say more.
When you do, like, animal calling, is there a chance that could bring technically, like, a familiar?
Technically, no.
Okay. Hell no. Next question. Can I use that? Anyway?
Can you call animals?
It's summon animal.
Summon animal? Yeah, sure.
Okay. What do I roll for it?
You don't have to roll anything at all. Just remind me, does that summon an animal of your choice, or is it of my choice?
I think it's of your choice. Wait.
Nah.
No, it is of my choice.
What do you want to summon?
Her choice,
Can
CR1 or lower.
Can I... what?
Your choice, CR1 or lower.
Challenge rating. It's the, like, level of, like, it's like wild boar versus chipmunk.
Okay. Well, Mouse is quite small, so I'm pretty sure she could... Okay, are there any flying animals that are in that category?
Yeah.
That can actually hold, like, 120-pound...
Could be a flying snake.
So here's the challenge you run into. When you're looking at, like, 120 pounds, that's a very high weight. Most avians that I know of cannot go up to that weight. Even, like, Peruvian, like great hunter birds cannot carry up to that much. I believe the last flying creature that could carry that much, Earth-wise, was like a Quetzalcoatlus. I think even a pterodactyl, from what physics tests we've run, could not carry up to 120 pounds. I could be wrong. Someone can email me a correction.
Maybe I don't need to be,
but
like...
there are magical creatures that you could try and stretch your summoning to, like, encompass. But it
Can I summon multiples? Or just one?
I believe you can summon multiples.
Can I summon a giant murder of crows? Like a giant one? Like so many that they kind of like ball up around me and, like, and just kind of take Mouse down to the... No, it doesn't even have to... She could hit her head pretty hard, but, you know, I at least, like, don't want her to die falling into the ground.
Can I get
could do... Well,
Can I
interruption.
Yes.
She could do a bunch of giant wasps for CR 1/2.
A swarm of giant wasps.
But are they gonna be
I
able to, like, hold
it could
me?
be 2. Well, they're
More than
medium.
crows?
They're both medium,
So they are bigger than
and they have
like
a
your
fly
size or
speed
larger.
of 50.
Yeah.
And there's 2 of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
So two giant wasps that are like the size of ponies is what you're summoning. Okay. So you, like, incant this spell in midair, like, and you sort of twist your hands into the summoning signs, and in, like, midair in front of you, as you're, like, ninjutsuing, like, as a flying squirrel and, like, spinning, 2 wasps, like, appear out of nowhere, like, just nowhere, like, soap bubble reverse pop into being around you, and each one snags you by, like, part of your robe, and you just, like, come to a dead stop as, like, your robe acts like a carrying sling.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
And the 2 of them are sort of buzzing there, and they sort of look at you like, what are we doing? What are we doing here, my dude?
Mouse...
What are we doing? What are we doing?
Mouse asks them in the most polite way, because wasps are very sensitive. Like their emotions are very like, that hurt my feelings. So she asks them nicely, thank you so much for catching me. Would you please find me a safe place to land, and in return, I can give you some food. I have some, moldy jelly in my cape. You're looking down.
Oh, that's so kind of you. Bzz, we're safe around here. Bzz, we just came out of the ether, bzz, so we don't know where's safe.
Well,
but we can take you where you want to go. Bzz.
Do you see that very do you see that flying angel man back there?
Yeah, he looks kind of scary. Bzz.
He's quite scary, and he's
Bzz. Do we need to run away? Bzz.
massive alcoholic, but
Oh, no.
unfortunately I need to get to him as quickly as possible.
Oh, so we're going towards the
Yes.
scary alcoholic
I
man?
promise
Bzz.
I promise he won't hurt you. He is a very dear friend of mine.
You promise.
I promise.
We take promises very seriously, Bzz.
Oh, I know. If anyone knows, it's definitely me. But I'll give you some jelly. We'll land, and you could be on your way. And I would really appreciate it.
Okay, we're going towards the big guy. Bzz.
Okay.
And the two of them turn and start flying towards you. And you, sir, are greeted by Mouse, like
So I-
slung
Don't
between
freak out,
two
please.
giant
Don't
bees.
kill them.
I would like to know visually,
Yes.
as I've been chasing Mouse,
Make this go.
does Grimbly know that this was a spell of Mouse's?
No.
No. So I want to note that Mouse was spinning, right? So Mouse was just like a blur of like rotating like Sonic the Hedgehog motion, and then two bees appeared out of nowhere, the size of ponies, and snatched the like cloth of her like ragged robe, and like now have her slung between them, and they are now bzzing back towards the nearest landmass.
Oh my god, Grimbly.
Can I
No.
roll insight to see if I know that that's like a spell that Mouse can
I would say
cast?
that's probably, if you want to remember if that's something you've seen Mouse cast before, that would be history. If you want to see if you recognize the possibility of that being a spell, that would be Arcana. If you're trying to read Mouse's body language, that would be Insight.
Okay, I'll do Arcana then.
God, it's gonna be like a 2.
That's a 12.
Oh, thank God.
Actually, no, that's a 13.
Oh.
There's
Yeah.
a 2 in it. Yeah.
Yeah, so you're pretty sure that is a spell. You don't remember if she's got it, but like that is a spell that like summons weird animal things. You're pretty sure.
Okay, sounds good. Okay.
Okay, so bees continue flying towards you.
Wasps.
Sorry, wasps continue flying towards you.
I'm gonna slow down a little bit.
Yeah. They're like flexing their thoraxes at you a little bit, just a little bit.
Would you say they look intimidating to someone who doesn't have much experience with wasps?
I'm gonna have you roll nature.
That's a nat 20.
You can tell they are scared as shit of you.
Okay. I am gonna play up on that. I'm gonna use minor illusion to just kind of give myself like a dark menacing aura.
Okay, cool. Mouse.
Yes,
The
one.
two wasps simultaneously say, "Bad winged birdman," and spin around full 180 and just jet back the other direction.
Oh no.
They're going right for the edge.
Okay, hold on. Okay.
I am now going to speed up.
You're not nice. Oh my god.
So you're pursuing.
You're gonna
as
blend
the two
her into
wasps
the
are just
abyss.
like-
Yeah.
Amazing.
They have a fly speed of 50. These things are cruising.
They're going.
Yeah.
They're
I have
going.
a fly speed of
All I
60.
has an
What?
all I have is I should have equipped sleep because I literally can do sleep,
Yeah.
and I would have just. I have nothing. Okay.
How about you just try? How about you just
Can I
channel your magical energies?
Can I try
into
to
casting
convince
sleep?
them? Like, can I sing them a song? I'm not a bard, but can I sing like a little druidic song to them to like
you could
calm down?
end the summoning.
I will fall and die. Okay, can I convince them anyway to like
You could try. What do you want to say to them?
guys, like you don't have to go towards the big scary angel man. But he's very nice. You have to like trust me on that. But if you don't want to do that, that's totally fine. We have options. Could you possibly not drop me off the edge of the world because I, unlike you, cannot fly and I will die. And as a druid who
Fair point. Bzz.
Okay, and as a druid who is very in love with all bug species and vermin such as yourself, could you please set me down nicely? Don't
Did you
look
just
into
call
it.
me vermin?
No, it's in the nicest
Did you
way.
call us vermin?
In the nicest way. You don't like the word vermin? I think the word vermin's
Vermin
so
has a very
nice.
negative connotation.
Is
Bzz.
it? Oh no. Well,
A lot of vermin eat us. Bzz.
I think okay, fine. What do you want to be called?
Well, we prefer insect.
Insect.
We
Okay.
find insect very respectful.
Well, thank you. So I've heard from others that vermin is very respectful and insect is not. So it depends on the culture.
that is
of
very
around.
confusing.
It is
Fair
very
enough.
confusing. Well, thank you for being so kind and not taking
Yeah,
it the wrong way.
We'll avoid the edge. That's fair enough. And they start veering to the right, still like aggressively away from Grimly, but like towards a landmass.
Okay. And if you could set me down gently, that would be appreciated.
Oh, we can do that. Bzz.
Okay.
We'll find the biggest flower around. Bzz.
That's cute as hell.
Yeah, they're very pretty flowers around here. Bzz.
Okay. How about? Okay. Wait. Okay. Make sure they don't eat people or things, because remember, I'm meat. And
Well, we don't know the local biology or the local flora, so you'll have to let us know if it looks like it's gonna eat you.
oh no, am I gonna have to do perception or intelligence or?
It'd probably be a nature roll, but I would like to know what your passive perception is at this time.
Passive perception?
Yeah.
How do I?
It'll be on your
that
sheet,
character sheet.
underneath your
Still new.
abilities. You're all good. We are all learning here.
Abilities.
Yeah, it's on the left side. Oh. And over here, I think it's 10.
10.
Okay. So you don't notice this. Grimbly, you're probably keeping a sharper eye out. Do you have? Do you want to roll perception or use your passive?
I'll roll perception.
Yeah, go for it.
Nat 20.
There is a large dark shape in the water directly under where Mouse is flying with the two giant wasps. And it is like very clearly trailing along with them and close enough to the surface that it's leaving like a little bit of like a wake trail.
Okay. Am I within 120 feet of them, would you say?
Yeah, I'd say you're within 120 feet.
All right. I'm going to Eldritch Blast one of the wasps.
No!
Roll to hit if you would, please.
Get a 1.
That's a... What is it? What is it plus?
Your
It's your
proficiency.
spellcasting attack.
He's going to cause a war between wasp and mankind. You
That's
are-
the number?
Here, wait.
Is that the way? I don't know how to read.
Who's this guy think
I
he
believe
is?
it's plus
It should be whatever
your proficiency is 3, and then your wisdom, or
Yeah,
no, your
so-
charisma. So it's 7. It's plus
Yeah.
7.
Okay, so
This is terrible.
16?
Just
just
wonderful.
hits. So your Eldritch Blast like rockets into one of the wasps. The wasp yelps like "Yes!" and like swings wildly off to the side, lets go of the ragged cloak. Mouse like tumbles, like swings like a pendulum under the other one, who sags under the weight, dipping down towards the water. Meanwhile, like you're coming along behind, and like to your left as you're going through this, right, you see the Swiftfoot, the airship, pop over the rim and start shooting right along the top of the water, sort of cutting just in front of where Mouse is now dangling, heading towards the little harbor further across the way where they said they were going to meet you.
Ah, I see what's going on. Hold on. Let me look at some numbers here. Would you say that I'm within 60 feet
Of
the wasp?
yeah, you're like closing in. This wasp is like
Okay.
dipping and like wildly swinging side to side, like barely able to hold Mouse up.
I would like to use silent image to put an image of me between the wasp and the water and where the ship is gonna be to hope to try to get it to turn around.
Okay, the wasp sees this image of you between it and the ship and veers wildly around, and it knows you're behind it, and this is in front of it. So it turns and it heads inland, sort of running parallel to the boat's trajectory. And the two of them are now just jetting across the water, and you can see the shadow that was below them under the water turns, following the two.
Okay. Wow. Is it okay? If I really push myself, is there a way that I could go up and touch the other wasp?
Oh yeah, you're faster than it is.
Okay. So I'm going to try to zoom up next to it. And then with one hand grab Mouse by the arm, and with the other hand cast Vampiric Touch on the wasp.
Okay, so you've got a little elevation over them, right? Because they've sagged down, getting closer to the water.
Yeah.
So you just dive towards them. You get in. You got one hand on each. Vampiric Touch is an attack spell, or is that a save?
It's spell attack each turn for 3d6 plus 3d6.
Okay.
Necrotic damage. 4, 3.
I believe you have to roll your spell attack against its AC.
Oh, is that true for touch spells too?
Yeah, because it's a spell attack roll. It just makes it a melee attack, basically. Is my understanding.
That's a 20.
Okay, that does hit. Go ahead with your damage, which is a total of...
That was 8 and 11.
Okay, takes 11 damage. It sort of a little bit desiccates, concaves in some portions of its thorax and segmentation. And its wings get sort of an irregular buzz. And I believe, do you gain health from that?
I do, but I'm already at full.
Okay,
So.
very nice. So it sort of shies away and lets go of Mouse. Mouse drops into your hands. You're already at a dive, and you're catching Mouse. Mouse is a decent bit of weight.
Yes.
You sort of sag down closer to the water, but you're still going forward. The airship is cruising along beside you, and you see the crewman who dropped you off 2.5 days before, looking at you from the side of the boat as they're tying off rigging and pulling in the sails, and one of them's running around with a bucket of water, and they're looking at you huh? What? We were gonna meet you over there. And you can see the captain just rubbing his face as he stands at the wheel.
Oh my god.
Both bees are now trailing behind you and trying to catch up and save their friend.
Okay.
Wait, I thought you used Eldritch Blast on one.
Right, but the bee survived. It just it made it sort of let go and sort of wore off, right? Because it hit it in the shoulder. So it's shooting someone when they're running, right? They'll stop running for a minute, but they'll get up.
Okay. What about Vampiric Touch?
Drains of life, but doesn't kill. Neither did enough damage to kill one of the bees.
Okay.
One of the wasps. So both wasps are still they're not looking good, but they're still moving and they're trying to help you.
Is there any
you're
way?
their friend.
Yeah,
You're very
I know.
respectful.
I will be giving them a great apology after this, and you will too, Brimley. But is there any way we can talk to each other while air is soaring?
Yeah, so he's holding you by the front of your robes and flying. So you're looking up as the sky whizzes by, and he's looking down as the water whizzes by.
Okay. There's two things I want to say, but it's probably good to just stick with one. We'll talk about the wasps later. But the first thing I need to tell you is way more important. We cannot be near this airship right now.
I know.
Okay, second thing. You have to apologize to my friends. You're a mean man. Yeah.
I assume I've already veered off from.
Yeah, you're veering away.
Yeah.
At least let them catch up to us, and let's land somewhere safe, away from the airship.
Why?
What do you mean? Why? We have to land.
Yeah, but why do I have to talk to the wasps?
Because you just shot one of them in the face, and then you used another one to drain their energy. They're so nice. They literally came out of wherever the heck they came from to help us, and you're just shooting them and being rude and like I understand. Maybe you were concerned for my safety, but you obviously see that they're not trying to hurt anybody.
I see an active pursuit.
Okay. Well, if they hurt you, don't do anything because they're really nice and I can just talk to them. Can we do that? Is that okay? They can. How badly can they hurt you anyway? They're giant wasps.
With stingers.
Yeah, but like
that are super big because they're giant.
Yeah, they got like harpoon stingers.
Oh, well, it's fine. We're fine. It's okay.
Is that your definition of fine?
Yeah, my definition of fine is definitely that.
Is being impaled?
They're not going to impale us. They're sensitive.
I want to note that perhaps at this point Grimbley directs Mouse's attention back towards the two wasps, and perhaps Mouse gets the best, look at the stingers. And Rose, I don't know if you've ever seen like a microscope image blow up of a wasp stinger.
I have.
Okay. It's pretty big. It's like spear width. And
can I just uncast the spell and they'll...
You could, yeah.
But they're my friends, and
then you don't have to.
It's gonna give them jelly and everything, and I feel like that's not...
You
what
can
is
recast
the duration
the spell later.
What do you mean the duration?
I mean, you have two third-level spell slots.
Can I summon them later?
Yeah.
Okay,
easily.
so I'm gonna undo the spell right now.
So the two of them like pop like soap bubbles.
Okay.
Thank you, Sarah, for the sound effects there, Sean. So the two of you are flying along. You can see the dark shape in the water is following the boat. The boat is nearing sort of a small inlet, like a sort of a cove, as it were, protected by two sort of rocky outcroppings. And you can see there's a river that feeds out there. Miralax, you are paddling along, having a nice, quiet time, just sort of chilling. And the river's speeding up a little bit, and you can see it's going around this bend, and then it spills out into sort of a bay area. And you can see the airship. You can see the boat that you jumped off not so long ago, just like shooting this way, trying to get to the cove before any dragons spot it. You see safety coming.
So it's like coming towards me?
Yeah.
Jeez. Do I see Mouse and...
Yeah, you see a winged figure carrying like a bundle of like cloth and robes, sort of turning and sort of heading off to the side.
Okay.
Away from the cove.
I'm going to try and like hop. Like, do I know that that's them? Or is it...
You probably guess it's them. I mean, okay. You're not sure. It's a bit of a ways away. But...
I'm going to try and like hop off. Can I like grab the poop and get off the water?
Yeah, so you like paddle over to the shore and like start dragging it onto the sandbank. Yeah, you can do that. And it takes you a few minutes. By then the boat's like coming in. It's sort of slowing down to sort of come to anchor, as it were, sort of sinking into the water, going for that sort of like Peter Pan airship, like flying pirate ship landing in the bay. Like waves sort of driving up around it. As it like begins to touch down, water's driving forward, you're like pulling your things up, you're feeling good, you're like washing off the grime and sweat of your long paddling.
On my feet.
You see something gleaming and shiny emerge over one of the rocky outcroppings, these sort of promontories that sort of sit on each wing of the cove. It's large and winged, and it sort of takes a moment and sort of in that very feline, like one leg and then the other, jumps forward and leaps, two claws outstretched, maw gaping, as a golden figure longer than several cars, like semi-tractor trailer dragon, just pounces over the rocks and dives down towards the ship. You can see the sailors like looking at you. Some of them are waving, like the captain's like leaning against the wheel, like, well, at least this one didn't try and attract attention. Damn. What do you do?
I'm like, oh my god, I forgot about the dragon that we told.
Don't.
I'm like, okay.
Well, you didn't know this was gonna happen.
I didn't?
You weren't in that. No, these ding
it
dongs.
Yeah,
was
that,
them.
that happened with
Yeah.
us on the mountain.
Yeah.
No.
Okay,
So
so,
this
Black
is a
Dragon
total
was
surprise for
also
you.
a different
okay,
one.
okay.
Yeah, you told the black dragon. Or I told
Oh my
Dragon.
god, what did they do? The checkers game went horribly wrong, probably. I'm pretty sure I can, like, carry a lot of weight, or, like,
Yeah.
more weight than myself.
Yeah.
I'm gonna, like, fashion the Jean's staff and put the poop baskets on either
Like
side.
full like Mulan,
Yeah,
like
exactly.
like swift as a
Oh
coursing
my
river.
god.
Like,
That's my life's
The
work.
staff
You're
is, like,
using as a pole.
Bending as
amazing.
I'm gonna try and, like, just run into the forest away from the ship and try to find Mouse and Grimbly.
Okay, so you turn to run away,
Yeah.
and you hear behind you just a roar, and just there's a sound, right? And you may have heard it in videos and movies when a fire consumes all the air, and there's that sort of that suction roaring sound of all the air like being pulled in as the fire just consumes more oxygen than it can reach. You hear that sound as this dragon just blasts like napalm flames down onto the boat, and it's so like it pulverizes through the upper deck. The mast goes up and just snaps in half as like the center is incinerated, and like where it roots onto the boat just goes. There's screams, but like the sound of them barely even reaches you because the oxygen that would carry it is being consumed so quickly. And you see the boat almost like begin to bend in half at the impact, and then the dragon just crashes in top of it, slamming it into the water, and just starts grabbing at the crewmen as they like try and scrabble and leap off the boat.
Oh my god. Am I, like, running away? Or
Yeah,
I,
you're
turned
like
and saw
looking
that?
back, you're like glancing back, you're like, yeah, you're away out of sight, but like you can hear it still.
I'm speechless. I don't even know.
Amazing. We're gonna pivot over to Grimbly and Mouse, who are flying away. As you were about to get outside of the boat, you see the dragon up on the rocks, and you see it like cat-like rolling its shoulders, and then you see the wings like spread like a little glider, and then shove to like make it dive down predatory onto the boat. So you see that, and then you get out of sight, and you hear what Miralax heard, the roar. The silent screams.
It is.
What are you guys
Mess around
doing?
and find out, gang.
Do we know where Miralax and presumably to us Jean is?
Yeah, you saw Miralax on the shore briefly before you got out of sight. So you saw Miralax like sort of standing on the shore and then turn and like sort of start running for like a second, but that's it.
Okay. I assume we would be closer to him than we would be to go back and get Aloysius.
Yes,
Okay.
that is accurate.
So we'll go to Miralax, we'll try to get him, and then we'll go back for Aloysius.
Okay. Because you got a nat 20 before on your perception, I'm going to carry that over and tell you that shadow that was following the boat
Mm-hmm.
didn't get to the right because it wasn't flying, it was swimming. So it didn't get to the cove when the boat landed and then got pounced on.
Yeah.
So it is turning and following you guys.
Wait. Question. Can I get a clarification? So the thing in the water is not the dragon that we sicked on the...
No.
Really?
The dragon was up on top of the rock.
So there is another dragon in the...
Or something
Or
else.
something
William.
else.
William, it's a dragon. It's just a swimming dragon. You're looking at me like I haven't played 5 games with you. It's gonna be a dragon. This is the worst. I'm gonna cry.
So you guys are headed for the shore to meet up with Miralax, who you can see like running between the trees.
Yeah. That's the plan.
Do we remember in our session 0? This wasn't recorded when I was like, man, I'd rather us not do dragons. And then I got steamrolled by everyone else. This is what happened. Okay?
Oh, God.
You mess with ancient dragons.
Listen.
They rip you in half.
Listen, this is
It's
our.
a bad
But they're
time for
playing me,
everyone.
demon checkers.
Listen, I this is what I think. I think that like dragons are gonna definitely be an issue right now. But the second we get off this island, we don't have to deal with another dragon ever again.
That's such a lie.
I wouldn't say ever
You are
again.
dealing with someone named the Drakes.
Except for the
I am
family
going
that
to
we're doing
slap
business
you.
for.
Well, yeah, but
IRL.
yeah. The family we're doing business for, like, we're gonna give them a poop. You know, we're gonna give them the sculpture they wanted, and then we're gonna like get more adventures from them, more money. That's what the thing in the first place. We need more money to go on an airship because we didn't want to be on the island anymore to get more money. And then we were like, then suddenly we like were like, oh, we gotta go get poop, and then we like got poop, and so that remember our original plan is to make these people like us so we can do things for them, so we can, you know, vibe. Right? Why is everyone laughing at me?
Not in character right now.
Oh, okay. I'm
And
sorry. I'm
so I
metagaming.
will
No,
not-
you're good. It was amazing.
I'm just not.
It was so.
I probably shouldn't tell.
No, you shouldn't.
No.
Are you the
I will, however, ask how deep in the forest are you all running?
like Mrs. Doubtfire deep?
Hmm?
Like Mrs. Doubtfire deep.
I don't know that reference.
Mrs. Doubtfire.
Wait, so do we have?
Yeah, it's
Miralax?
like you're like deep undercover.
No, so you're like flying over. You were passing over the like sandy like beach, and you could see Miralax below. So like you could dive down and meet up with him if you'd like to, but you would be within like 100 yards of the shore.
Okay, then yeah, I'm just not going to say anything. Just grab him and try to like pull him along.
Okay, so you like dive down, land. You got like Mouse by the robes in
gotta-
one hand,
you gotta
and you
keep-
grab like
gotta
the
keep
collar
it
of Miralax's shirt as he's carrying like Mulan, like Swift as of course, river, like two giant baskets of feces.
Yeah,
And you're just like trying to pull them along and move away from the water.
yeah.
Is
Not
that the plan?
not like necessarily flying as much because that is a lot of weight, but like
Yeah, you cannot fly with both of them. You will
Yeah,
have
yeah, yeah.
to land.
yeah,
Yeah.
but like a
You can
forceful.
use your
We are
wings
moving. There are
for
no
speed,
questions.
yeah.
Get in the woods.
Okay, cool. Miralax, you see your friends appear. Yeah.
I'm like,
You guys
oh
are
my,
together.
oh my god, my time is up. I'm gonna see Jean in the light, and then I'm like, oh, it's just Grimbley and Mouse. Okay, we're good. I'm running.
Miralax canonically believes in the Christian God.
Yeah.
So what time of night is it? Or is it even
At
night?
this
What
point,
time
we're
of
getting to
day?
sort of like
scheming
the
over there.
light is fading. It's sort of like a sunset, like reddish skies type atmosphere, sort of crimson stained clouds. Sort of darkness is beginning to stretch on. Shadows are growing longer, and the night is coming.
Alrighty. So, as you travel through the woods,
You guys can hear like distant screams as you get further into the woods, but they fade after a few
fade
minutes.
to a deeper and darker part of the woods. The roughage thickens. You know, the trees slowly reach their branches over. And you start to hear banjo music. Would anyone like to make a perception check?
Yes.
Do you guys hear that?
You guys can do it too.
That is
if
a
you have
nat one.
ears.
Wait, no, I'll roll.
That's fantastic.
I'll roll. Hold on. That is a 6. That's a 9. God, all of our shit is bad.
No.
What is
6.
wrong with us? I hate this dice. This dice is only
So what we get?
pain. Our highest was a 6
Of perception.
of perception.
Yeah, you guys hear a banjo somewhere, but you can't tell where.
Question.
I'm going
Question
to...
real quick.
Okay.
Sorry, question real quick. Is the banjo like or is it like some other like mystical, or is it like a creepy, like slow, like what is it like?
Twang, twang, twang. Twang, twang, twang.
That is
Twang,
terrifying.
twang.
That is
Twang,
terrifying.
twang, twang.
I'm going to yell out.
Completely like not even a song, just sort of like odd like strumming. Just
Out of tune.
I'm going to turn towards the banjo and kind of not yell but call out, Aloysius, did you find a banjo? A, and B, leave that hole?
Allahu.
From the opposite direction, there's a voice going, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just digging a hole.
Get over here.
Wait,
Wait, who's digging the hole?
did
What are you doing over there?
Did I meet Aloysius yet?
No.
I don't.
You have no idea what's going on.
First of all, why did you guys? What happened at the Dragon Checkers game? First
Twang,
of all,
twang,
and who is
twang.
that? And where's the banjo
Okay,
coming
first
from?
of all,
Twang, twang,
shut up.
twang.
I have the poop. I have the poop.
That is lovely.
Gene
That
is dead. Gene
mission-
is dead. By the way.
That's
Twang, twang,
That's-
twang.
okay. We'll deal with that.
Twang, twang.
We'll deal with that. Our good friend is dead.
Pluck.
Mouse is now also violently depressed, but less so because she has lost people.
Pluck.
Like the
I'm
wolves.
now
like the
ignoring
mug.
and trying to address the banjo.
I like the mug. That was a lie.
What
I
did-
do not like the mug.
Hey,
It is dirty
banjo guy.
here.
Come
Will,
here.
how you doing?
Oh my god.
Will you come over here?
Well, how about you come to me? I'm kind of set up over here, you know what I'm saying?
I understand, but I have like 4 people I have to talk to.
Oh, that's a lot. Well,
Yeah, so
well, I
it's-
got a fire going. I don't know how you're not finding me. I mean, I'm plucking this thing, and
Sure
I
are,
am banjoing
brother.
over here, and I do not understand how you could possibly not understand directionally, cardinally, where the heck I am playing from.
I'm gonna tell you two to go to banjo guy, and I'm just gonna start walking towards Aloysius.
Wait, hold on. That's not a good plan.
I'm doing it.
I need to talk to Aloysius. I need to talk
Who's
to him.
Aloysius?
Go to the banjo.
I'm
Alan who?
following you. Mouse is gonna follow you despite your mean remarks
I would like
and
to. I would like to
orders.
hold my hand up
This
and
is
have
some
like
tea?
the crackle of like an eldritch blast being ready. Bounce.
I would
through
like
my hand.
I would like to
What
summon
is
the
going
wasps
on?
again.
Oh my! 2 big soap bubble
What is
wasps
going
appear like ponies.
The
Wouldn't they be
banjo.
different wasps?
No, like different wasps. Like
No,
it's just
because they're like spirit beasts, so I'm
Okay.
fine with them being the same
yeah,
wasp.
yeah.
The banjo begins
before-
to play fight music.
Before
Clank, clank, clank,
before
clank.
anything, I give them the jelly and I say, okay, remember this guy? Yeah, he is no longer my friend. Let's go to town.
Both of them start waving little harpoon stingers.
Yeah,
through the air.
harpoon sticker moment. Wait, what are we doing right now? This is
Clank,
really-
clank, clank,
I
clank.
just wanted to see Aloysius Grimbly. I just need to
Just
talk to him.
wait like 3 minutes.
I can't.
Oh, boy.
I need to talk to him. Why can't you just go to the banjo guy?
Who is Aloysius?
Because I do not trust you not to just kill him.
I'm not gonna kill him. I'm gonna just turn him into a backpack. All right.
No.
Yes.
Holy
He's not gonna die. I'm
moly.
just gonna break his arms so I can put him over my shoulders.
You all need a drink.
Tell me about
Yeah,
it.
don't tell that to Grimly.
Don't tell that to Grimbly.
Wait, you got a beer lover over there?
He's more like an
What?
every alcohol in the world lover and all the time.
Oh, I have found one of my people.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
listen, Grimbly.
Yeah.
I will go over to the banjo man, but I have to talk to Aloysius as soon as possible.
Yeah, you will when I go get him right now.
Okay. All right.
Twang, twang, twang.
Okay. Damn. All right, I go over to the banjo man with my wasps. I'm just vibing with him.
Well, hi, diddly do to you.
Oh my god.
Where
What?
did you come from, mister?
Well, where the heck did y'all come? I've been floating in these woods, and I do mean floating because I am just on top of the shrubbery right now. I feel my inner piece to be my outer piece, if you know what I am saying.
I don't know what
Twang,
you're
twang,
saying.
twang.
Did you just come from like Burning Man? What is
What?
happening?
What's a burning man? Did
what
you
is your
light
name?
someone on fire? You are one destructive group of individuals.
Listen, we've had a
Holy
long
cannoli.
week.
A
We've had a
long
long
week?
72 hours,
What?
Buster.
You guys keep
What's your
track
name?
of time here? Well, I am Agan Moontooth.
Agan Moontooth?
Agan Moontooth with an ag in there. Well, what the heck are you doing, little dirt clubber? Well,
I think
your
he's talking to you,
nostrils
Mouse.
okay?
Mouse is just seething with absolute violent rage.
Well, hello, little wasp people. I will play you a song.
Like she's
Little wasp.
she's like
I like you. Little wasp. What'd you do?
That's a good one. I like that.
entire session is just gonna be judged.
Wasp.
All right, listen.
Whoa.
What's a shorter thing I can call you that doesn't sound like gravel in my mouth?
Well, I like Agan.
Okay.
That is,
all right.
it's like dragon.
All right,
Which
Agan.
I am avoiding because they eat people.
All right. If you're gonna do this the entire time, I'm gonna literally cry. I'm gonna physically throw up.
Do not understand what this is. This is not a phase.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Listen,
Gan?
again. We
Is that the editorial we?
we need us as a group
Oh, okay.
need to hide. There is a do I know what's happening? Like, do I know what's following us? Have I identified it, or do I just know it as like
Did
a?
you tell her?
No.
Okay,
Then yeah, you got no idea what's following you.
there's a monster following us. We don't know
Whoa.
what it is.
Oh, that sucks. Why did you bring a monster to my happy
We
little
didn't-
pluck session?
We didn't mean to, but
This
we
is
need
rude.
to. We need to find a place to hide. Do you know any places around here?
Well, the gentleman over there was digging a hole as far as I was able to discern from my ears. Yeah, you dig that hole, gentleman.
Discern? I've never heard that word before.
Well,
Sentence.
I am a loose cannon.
Okay.
Emphasis on the loose.
Yeah, I'm wobbling.
Can
in
we
my
just-
bones.
Can we go over to Aloysius and Grimly as like a group together? Because like we need to all find shelter as quickly as
Well, how
possible.
about you guys
Okay.
hang
So-
out here? I got a nice little alcove. It's a little dug in. I got all my supplies here. I got my dirt, and I got my... Whoa, what
Your
are you
banjo.
doing? What? I'm playing for the animals right now, and they appreciate me.
That's my kind
There's
of
like a
man.
little line of squirrels on a fallen tree nearby. They're doing little golf claps.
Really?
I,
Awful.
I do it for the fans.
Wait, are you?
Yes, sir.
Do we know what he is? Is he like what is he?
Twang,
don't get to- you figure it out.
twang,
Oh.
twang,
What
twang,
are-
twang.
What do you look
twang,
like?
twang, 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 twang.
What do you look like?
What? I mean, what?
Yeah, give us a visual, please, Sean.
Well, Agan Moontooth.
That was so good. Sorry, please continue.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Agan Moontooth is a half-orc, and it appears that he has, lots of cloth kind of dripping on him, and it looks like he has like a chef's hat that's slightly askew. It doesn't look like it was made to fit him. It looks like it was forced onto his head.
Like the seams starting to rip
Yes,
a little
it
bit in the
was
back.
ripped onto the head, but that doesn't matter. It looks like it was kind of tied with some grass, and a smooth, poorly constructed banjo is on his lap as he just casually plucks it throughout any conversation that is being had.
Every now and then the squirrels sort of like lean back and forth as though they're trying to follow the non-existent beat, and then they sort of pause, like, wait, where to go?
Yeah. And you can see some like supplies, some copper pipes around in this poorly constructed camp with what looks like kind of a lean-to. But it's really hard to see light out of this area. it looks like it's kind of its own little sanctuary for this kooky man and his adoring fans.
Beautiful description.
Well, howdy do. So that's what I look like. And I'm just hanging out here.
Can we talk about the dragon that just destroyed our
There's a
only
dragon?
way out of this place?
Holy
Okay.
cannoli.
Well, while you were gone, friend, Grimly and I had to make a deal with a dragon. He was gonna eat Grimly if we didn't do it. But basically, we told them the location of the airship. Yeah, we told them the location of the airship. I honestly didn't think about it. I didn't.
You guys are tools.
I actually didn't think about it. We told the dragon where the airship was gonna be, and for that, Grimly is alive.
And Jean is dead.
Who's this Gene you talk about? Is that a pant leg? Did you lose your pants in the woods? I could probably fashion you up some.
Listen,
I'm listening with both my ears. Not even one.
I'm gonna cry.
Rose, you okay over there?
It's really funny. Listen, Gene was a very good friend of ours. For 5 years, he made snarky comments and...
Goats. He had the goats and the...
Yeah, he had the goats. He was our good friend and he's dead. Show some respect, Ag.
That's Agan. But I respect that.
I'm gonna call him Ag.
The heck you are? Angry banjo noises. Do not do that. That is rude. You mouse. You mouse, why did you steal an animal's name for your own? Do you know no shame? That's the mouse's name.
Mouse just quietly walks away and starts
Where
heading
you
towards
going?
Grimly, and
Where you
Aloysius with violent intent. She's holding a stick she
You
found
look
off the
super
ground.
violent.
So you see Aloysius' head pop up, and he's got the two tusks and the giant floppy mohawk. So he spots you. He hears you say that, and you just see the mohawk just dip down, the tusks and the head disappears. The mohawk's still flopping, but it flops faster.
Yeah.
And you just see huge shovelfuls of dirt start flying up in the air, rapid fire launched up.
I take my stick and I start running at the hole.
Okay. There's more dirt flying out. It's getting faster.
Okay.
Have I gotten to Aloysius?
Oh yeah, you're right there.
Okay, can I get him out? Get out of there.
No, she's coming to get me.
She's not gonna get you. Get over there.
I am gonna get you. I am gonna get you.
Faster digging.
I am gonna get you. I hope you like using your arms, Aloysius.
Mouse,
Yes.
you
kind
guys
of
still
threat
have to
is
do your
that?
digging competition.
Yeah. We can't do our digging competition if his arms are broken and jelly.
Oh my god.
See, I'll win because he won't be moving.
You're gonna turn a human into a worm? What kind of wizard are you?
I'm gonna turn whatever this is into a backpack. That has been my goal for the past 3 hours now.
No backpack.
You're a
I'm
backpack.
professional digger.
Can I get to the hole and jump down?
I will attack you if you go into this hole.
Oh, no. Listen, what can I do to just why do you like Aloysius so much? What, do you got a crush on him or something?
I'm saying don't violently kill him.
I'm not gonna kill him. I'm just going to
Don't break his limbs.
Okay, I won't break
Or
his
bones.
limbs. Alright, I won't break his bones. Fine.
Don't make him bleed.
Okay, fine, I won't.
Dirt is no longer flying up between you.
Twang, twang, twang.
Okay.
That guy might survive.
I'm gonna just grab Aloysius and start dragging him.
Reach
to
down.
the
There's
camp.
no one there.
It's a
You
giant hole.
can feel the tunnel going off to the side.
Can I go in there?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm in there.
Yeah, you jump
I'll-
down.
I'll
You
open-
jump down. It's like curving off to the side like a groundhog hole.
Yeah. Can I take my stick and just start like making the hole like a little bit bigger?
Yeah.
Okay, it's because I'm pretty sure I can't because Alice was just much smaller than Mouse. So
What's your height?
I'm about 5. I think.
5 something? Yeah, you're like 2 feet taller than him. So yeah, you do need to scrape it out, but you could also like bend down and like doggy crawl through.
Yeah, and I don't want to summon anything right now. I just want to grab.
You
them
still
with
got
my
the 2
own
giant
hand.
bees.
I'm pretty sure they can't.
No, they definitely can't fit.
Yeah, I mean they make holes and they're very good at it. But
Yeah.
I'm not gonna ask them to do that.
So
right
you're
now.
you're going through. You're like scraping. You're climbing. Okay, you pop up like 10 feet away behind a tree.
Yeah.
There's no sign of Aloysius.
Can I roll for perception? Is that the thing?
Oh yeah,
Can I roll to like see where he is?
yeah. Grimbly, you can see Aloysius like tiptoeing behind like a screen of bushes,
I don't like this,
moving like
guys.
around the area where you just heard a mouse pop up.
Hold on.
Okay, I'm gonna go grab him.
Okay. He looks very indignant, but he stays dead silent.
Okay, and I'm just not gonna say anything. I'm just going to pick him up. Like,
10.
I'm gonna try to put him on my shoulder, but if he's not gonna cooperate, I'm
gonna see
just
if this
gonna
guy
grab
He
can
climbs on your
roll.
shoulder.
Okay,
I'm
I'm just gonna
see if
walk
this
back
can
to the
actually,
camp
roll
with the banjo
a
guy.
big number. Or if it's
I
like-
will
That's
note
number
you're using
20.
the wrong die.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So you've been using a D12?
That could be part of it.
That may be part of the rolling challenge. But now you know. Now you know. And so you mouse watch.
Not one.
I want to leave. I want to leave. I
So
don't want to be here anymore.
You have no idea where Aloysius went, but as you like look around wildly searching for some sign of nature, you see Grimbly walking off with Aloysius like astride his shoulders.
I am violently upset. I don't know what to do. Wait, so he has him on his shoulders?
Aloysius is like riding Grimbly like the biggest winged pony.
Hey, Grimbly.
Yeah.
Can I talk to him real quick? I just need to talk to him.
We're all going to talk around the fire, you and Aloysius on opposite sides.
I just need to talk to him, like, really close.
Aloysius in your ear is like, "Thank you, buddy. I really appreciate it. I feel very unsafe around her. She chased me into the woods."
Who is this friend you got on your shoulders here?
Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you, sir. It's most delightful. I must
God,
admit.
hello.
I'm so glad to meet someone else who's not here to kill me. And he like reaches a hand down, like shakes her. He's like 3 foot tall, and it's little like weird mohawk, 2 tusks, like big mouth, tiny head.
I'll get you a picture.
I remember the picture. I remember.
I'm gonna show you again.
I just painted you a word picture.
Yeah,
It's
I had
time for a diplomacy fire, and then I pour some alcohol to make it like.
It like turns some weird colors too. Like you're like, what is in there?
Yeah,
Can I have some of that?
of course. Squeak, 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 and
I'll
hand it
take,
to
I'll
you.
take a nice swig.
I'm gonna need some, some feedback would be appreciated. I like to, and I clang my hand. Excuse me. I clang my hand against the still that I have set up, and I just, I'm rolling in here, and this is what I do. So I would really appreciate some feedback from your brain to my brain.
I would like to really focus and hone in on the flavor.
Roll perception.
I can never find the thing. 17.
Sean, do you want to do the honors or
Well, this isn't
what does
lunar
it taste?
shine.
What does this
is
taste like?
Moonshine.
Is it
well?
total crap or what is this
Well,
taste like?
Describe the tasting notes.
I'm
Oh.
happy to give
The
you
tannins.
assistance if you would like, but I
Yeah.
wanted to give you this moment to like lean into it if you want it.
I will let you take over with the understanding that this is very strong and it is of a good quality. This is excellent moonshine.
But does it taste good? Okay.
So it is. So you know, like paint thinner.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I want you to imagine paint thinner, but with like an accent of like, you know, the musky sort of oiliness that you get off of like a snake skin or like iguana oil, like what they secrete to like protect their scales. Yeah. There's like notes of that, and then like some really thick sort of tree smells, almost like almost like what you supposedly get with like absinthe, that very sort of like woodiness. Yeah. So it's like the woodiness and then sort of a slimy musk, and then just pure alcoholic burn.
Can you taste the bark?
I really taste a lot, and I really like it. If I had to describe it in a single word, I think I'd say forest fire, but in like
Thank
a
you.
good way.
Give me a con save.
No way this is happening.
That's 11.
You are not your best. Not your best at all. You feel just, you know, everything's pretty great, but it's a little uneven.
Okay.
You're a little unsteady.
Oh my God. No.
Alois just sort of pats you on the shoulder and is like, "Don't worry, my friend. I'll be your seeing eye buddy."
Hey, Grimbly,
Yeah.
you should drink more.
I'm not gonna do that.
Here, have another one. Can I convince him? Can I use charisma?
No, I don't
let
think
you
you.
roll against
I
that
love it.
player.
In an order of peace,
Yeah.
you yourself should have some of my wonderful brew.
All right.
Here
Fine.
you go. And I'm going to watch you drink it because I want to see your facial expression as this goes down your gullet.
Hey, buddy.
Before
Real
she
quick.
drinks, I have a
Real
question.
quick, before you say anything, that is not only the creepiest thing I've heard. Listen, you know, I'm really bad at like social interactions, but I realize you have
Well,
never
I am
met another
too.
human being. Like, at least I, you know, have friends and I like, you know, work for people, but you have never left this forest, and I can tell.
That
Did you see the
might
squirrels?
be true.
He has friends. Yeah.
I have so many. I have fans. Do you have fans?
I have many
There's like
fans.
a soft roaring from like the 25 squirrels.
Are my wasps still there?
Twang.
My wasps just you know how like you can hear like a
Well, I can speak to
a
them.
hummingbird?
How you doing,
Are you
folks?
a druid?
You don't know Jack? I could be casting some wonderful
Don't talk
spells.
to my wasps.
Well, how do you do, Wasps?
They're my friends.
Hi, Wasp.
It's so nice to meet you.
It's so nice to meet you.
Thank you for this nice warm place to camp.
Oh yeah. Hey,
So
if
kind
there's
of you.
anything I can make so this facility will be better for you, I
that's
will
so
work
kind of
so
you.
hard.
Oh, that's so nice.
Well,
We were
of
just thinking of
course.
climbing up into the trees.
Hey,
so
mi
we can
casa
keep an
es
eye
tu
out.
casa. Oh, well, golly, that would be so. Hey, if you want me to stoke the fire a little bit more so
that
it
would be
reaches
so nice.
you.
Just
Yeah.
like a little bit, just like a little bit.
Oh, of course. And, you know, I take a log and I place it on, you know, trying to line it up so them there wasps will get their bums warmed.
Both wasps, like one by one, like come over to Mouse to do like a bit of like a head nuzzle goodnight.
Aw, that's cute as hell, and I'm gonna cry.
Dandy.
Because I can imagine how fuzzy they are. Like, they're, okay, I'm like,
And
okay.
like very soft, like very like sort of smooth carapace with like fuzziness on it, and then they like do a little nuzzle, and then they like climb up the trees and like get into like little crooks of the trees, like hanging in the branches, and they sort of cozy. And you can see they're like keeping an eye out to like stay on watch for you guys.
That's way too cute. I have to sue you for that. That was really cute, okay? That was really cute. Listen, I only have so much rage for one person. Aloysius, I need you to come here immediately.
Aloysius is completely hiding behind Grimbly, like
No.
completely out of
Hey,
sight.
You're also
Hey,
still
wait a second.
drinking the
You
brew.
didn't drink
that's
the
right.
brew.
All right,
And
okay.
before
How
she
can
does
this be
I have a
diplomatic?
question.
Yeah, so is your question.
What are you trying to do?
So prestidigitation.
Yes.
You can use it to like snuff lights, clean soil, chill or warm something. In reference to clean and soil, could I say soil the brew by say adding more alcohol to it?
Panic.
You know,
Because
This
like if
brew
you
is
clean it, like
pristine.
purify, you would be removing alcohol. But if I can soil as well,
I will let you.
You know, you
roll,
could just
because,
ask
this isn't
me.
something that you theoretically like have done
Pour a
before.
big
But you can
drink.
try, and I'll let you
Okay.
roll and add your
I'm
spell
game.
casting.
20.
Okay.
What? That is
And you're trying
not
to make it
real.
You're trying to make it pure, like more alcoholic.
Yeah, just more alcohol.
Okay. So that's gonna give disadvantage on the Constitution save to Mouse.
Sounds good.
What'd you get?
What?
No, I didn't
No,
roll.
you gotta roll it. You
No,
can't
okay,
just
okay.
put
I
it
was-
on
I've been
20.
rolling
That
it for the
is
past,
some
like-
stinky
Okay,
business.
no, I got
Yeah,
you. I got
no.
you. So what are you doing?
Well, I'm gonna drink it.
Yeah.
I'm
But do I know
staring
what-
at your face,
No.
you wonderful woodland creature.
I'm just gonna ignore that for a second. Good. I'm kind of scared because like I don't know what he's put inside of it, and he's
I
so
like
weird.
your nose.
Like
But you,
You know
also
Grimley's
already
had it.
said you would drink it, and you watched me drink
that's
it.
true. Okay. Well,
You don't have to drink it. I will
No, I'm
note
gonna- I'm
that
gonna
this
drink it.
podcast does not support peer pressure
I'm gonna
or
drink
forced
it.
drinking. Like
No.
you only should do this
Or
if
adding
you're.
alcohol to someone's drink.
Yeah, that's
we
that's
don't
that's
support
some- that's some
any
scum
of that.
stuff.
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
none of that. Okay, I'm gonna drink it anyway because I.
But in a fantasy land. Oh, golly.
Okay. Where is it?
What have you done with your dice?
Right there.
I just want to make our listeners' ears bleed.
19.
You have to roll.
Roll it
again.
again
Twice.
because you've got
Take the lower
disadvantage.
because of the purification.
8.
Oh.
So,
Right in the
so you know how the ground is usually like stable,
Yes.
and like how like your vision is usually like the colors that things are.
Yes.
Both of those things are perhaps less consistent now.
Yes.
The trees are turning like shades of magenta. There's definitely like some
You
green
look
in
like
the fire. You're pretty sure Aegon's eyes were not like glowing red a minute ago.
All right. Can I pretend like I'm not drunk? Is there?
Yeah, you can pretend.
all right,
Roll
like-
performance for me, please.
It's gonna be like 1. 14.
Yeah, you're doing a decent
Can
job.
I do my perception against that? Since I'm literally
Yeah, you
paying
can-
attention
you
to
can
her
roll
face.
Perception, sure.
All right. She looks fantastic after that. That is. You have the constitution of a mule and maybe an elephant. I don't know animals. Animals are weird. Okay. Except you squirrels.
Yeah,
and
the
you
squirrels
wasps.
are nodding along like
You're
it's
pretty
very
cool.
wise.
I love the golf clapping visualization that really takes the cake.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good.
They have little headbands. Sometimes they hold up a little lighter that they stole from me.
One of them like made a piece of bark into like a number 1 finger that they're like waving around like it's a ball game.
Are we running from something?
What?
You guys have been camping here for at least like a half hour.
Oh, okay, good. So, okay,
What's
good.
there to run from?
Sorry, I just wanted to make sure because I just remembered.
This is my safe place. I like it here.
This is a nice place you got here.
Thank you.
Oregon.
Oregon.
Thank you.
I think Aloysius should also take a shot. Go on, Aloysius, take the shot.
Oh no, I simply
Well,
couldn't.
no.
I find I'm quite allergic to all alcoholisms.
I'll remember that for the future.
Well, are
no.
you
Protect
refusing
me.
brew
No,
at my diplomacy fire?
I'm politely discussing the possibility of not intoxicating myself due to allergies.
Whoa. Well, I have something special.
Oh, I really don't like that.
Yeah, I don't think this will have any allergens in it.
You know, when you say it like that, it grows quite concerning for me. Like, I feel a sense of predatoriness from you that makes me feel very uncomfortable, and like I need to be much deeper into the ground.
Well,
Not in like a grave way, but in like a burrow kind of way. Like
I think the
hole.
grave
I
part was pretty.
have something
Excuse
special.
you stay over there.
I
Points
got a
like one
brew
hand
for
appears
you.
over Grimley's shoulder and like points at you, Mouse, and then like where you're sitting, like stay.
I lick my teeth.
No, you don't.
You do
No,
not lick your
no, we don't do that, sir.
Sir.
We don't do that. We don't lick the teeth. No,
That's
you
not
hold
very
keep that to
diplomatic
yourself.
of you.
You know, I've been told that before, but I run very fast and I dig very quickly.
You're gonna get kicked out of the Geneva Convention if you don't keep that up.
While I respect your puns, I find it quite distasteful that you were mocking the dead so soon.
Well, it's his convention. I mean, this is why. I mean, it's not why I'm here. I've been here for a while. I mean, if you guys can't tell, but I mean, you're off digging holes. I mean, I don't know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying, Mouse? You know what I'm saying, Grimly? You know what I'm saying?
Don't do that. Oh my god. I'm literally becoming violent. Like,
I know what you're saying,
Well,
brother.
that might be the brew. Honestly, it does that sometimes.
Like, not even Mouse, but me, like, as a human being sitting here, the voice infuriates me, but makes me laugh so hard.
This is an evil campaign. I've constructed the most animosity
Our
fueling
next
character.
evil act will be a monologue in the street.
let's do it.
My cheeks hurt.
So Aloysius, as there's like a pause here, just chimes in like, so with the whole boat being destroyed thing, like, what's the alternative route off island?
We're gonna figure that out. My plan, my thought is, at least, depending on what you guys think, is that tomorrow we go back to the wreck and we see if anything there is salvageable.
Mm-hmm.
And then if not, we'll figure it out.
Yes, Rose, what's that? Mm-hmm. Maybe. Yeah. I need some kind of event to cause the thing you are requesting.
Yeah. So that's my plan.
The dung beetle would have made more sense, but...
No, we're okay. We're doing good. I'll keep it in mind. I'll think on it. Okay. So you guys continue chatting, call it a night, and then at dawn, perhaps you head back to the cove.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
a short rest?
Long rest.
Long rest.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So your friend here digs holes, huh?
Mm-hmm.
He does. He does.
Can he dig us a little sleeping hole for tonight?
Well,
I don't know. I'm starting to talk
this
like
place that you
ordinary.
are located at.
Now
at
you're
the
rubbing
moment-
off on me, brother. I like you. I like you.
He does it better.
Oh, fudge! I almost did a oopsie.
I'm serious. Miralax, there's no way you're going to continue that because I can't be
You want
violent
some
towards one of my own friends.
shine.
It would be very unfortunate. All right, here you go.
Fair enough. You dig sleeping holes, Aloysius?
Already good. You guys
That
like
was
go
quick.
over. You go over like behind Grimbly. Like you guys have been chatting for like maybe an hour, and you go over behind Grimbly, and there's just a hole where Aloysius had been sitting, and you like peek in, and he has like dug like a little like foxhole sleeping den with like little like pod offshoots for each person to like sort of. It's very like one of those hotels where you have like a pod that's like barely big enough for you, where you have to like crawl, like shimmy into it. It's like that, but in the earth. So it's a little claustrophobia inducing, but if anyone wants to use it.
Well, that's very nice of you, Mr. Aloysius.
Of course, I rarely travel with others, but I thought it would be optimal to share, and you know, it's just what I do. It's what I do. I'm a specialist. I do what I do, and I do it well, and that's what I do, and I don't do anything else really much other than run. I like running. Running is also good.
Nice. I'm gonna go climb into my hole and just knock out.
Yeah.
Oh, but I put the poop in the hole too. And the stuff.
You're just gonna sleep with the feces.
Yep.
Is that a
You're
constitution?
nasty.
Now listen, my good friend Gene died for this poop, and I will guard it with my life.
Is that a constitution save?
No.
It's just a grossness factor.
Gross save.
Gross safe.
Okay, so everyone calls it a night.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You wake up the next morning.
Yeah, let's call it a night.
Oh God.
I don't like Listen,
He's got more things up his little
Sean,
moonshine sleeve.
you're actually scaring me. you're
So-
making me in fear for my
So
life.
which one of you? So Rose drank the shine,
Yeah.
and Matt drank the shine,
I did not.
True.
and Aiden didn't drink the shine.
True.
All right, that's all.
That was ominous as hell.
Yeah, I don't.
I'm just gonna forget about that.
Yeah,
Also
yeah,
forget
it's
about
fine.
that.
So come dawn, it's a bright, sunshiny day, clear skies, a few scudding clouds in the distance. It's a lovely day in the woods.
Good morning.
Oh, good morning. I appreciate you. His head is like fully within a foot of yours. Like,
Oh,
he's
God.
like right there. He like looks at you. He's like, "Hello, it's lovely to see you. So glad you slept well. Here, I'll get out first." And he like starts shimmying out of the hole and like up to the surface.
Mouse has been waiting since 3 a.m. with like a carved fork and a carved butter knife, not like a real knife, but a butter knife where it's like smooth at the top. And she is like just holding it, and she as soon as he pops his head out, he meets his eyes with hers, and she just takes one look at him and goes, "Run." Okay.
He looks you in the eyes, hears the run, sees the silverware, and just does like what can only be described as like a horror movie style, like backwards crab crawl out of the hole, and just flings himself onto an all fours, just run like blurring limbs, just whoosh through the bushes.
I don't chase after him. I just wanted him to run away. I say good morning to Grimbly, and or not Grimbly, but Marillax, because I'm sure he's popping out of the hole. Where's Grimbly right now?
Waking up.
Where?
I mean, there's a.
Were you in the
nice-
hole?
Were you in the
Were you
hole,
in
or
the
were you in the
branch?
campfire?
Just like
Yeah.
on the ground around
Yeah,
the
you
fire.
can-
Are you awake right now?
Yeah.
Hanging out with me.
Okay. I walk over to you and I go, listen, we don't have a way off this island. What are we gonna do?
We're going to the wreck. Like what we said last night.
Sorry, I drank a little bit, so I obviously forgot, because that's what alcohol does. Okay, so should we leave now?
If everyone's awake in here,
Okay, cool.
where's Aloysius?
Oh.
I think he saw him running away.
I guess we're gonna have to leave without him.
I'm gonna call for him.
No.
There's no response. As you like turn to like head in the direction you're gonna go, because I assume you then decide you're just gonna.
Yeah.
It occurs to Mouse that the direction you guys are now headed to get to the cove is the same direction Aloysius ran.
Okay. So
All of my things will have been picked up into a comically small wagon, with like large pieces of like brewer's tools and like different tent pieces.
Glass
like a little
jugs.
red
Like-
wagon like trawling behind you.
Yeah.
But like
But-
the stuff
but
is
also-
stacked up, so it's like this massive mound with like
with
a
like
tiny red
a
wagon
small
base.
observation section for many different squirrels. So like a little like booth.
Yeah, like a
area.
little log that's been hollowed out, and like a section's
like,
been
little
like cut
windows
out
in
with like
it
little
and, like,
glass
yeah.
sections from like broken shards that have been just embedded into like the holes.
Mm-hmm.
And there's just like a whole bunch of squirrels looking out, and like some of them are like waving handkerchiefs like they're on a boat that's about to sail.
Well, I am ready to maneuver whenever y'all are ready.
You know what? I like this guy.
And we're going now.
Too.
We set off.
Fog lore. What are you?
I'm a
What's the name of your?
furbolg, brother.
Oh, that's pretty neat.
I'm just a nature man like yourself.
Yeah, I like nature.
Me too.
Except when it's mud and dirt. It's kind of gross. You should shower.
You're pretty dirty yourself, man. I don't know what you're talking
I
about.
am trying my best. Actually, wait a second. Didn't you got some shower ability going on there?
Shower ability.
Yeah.
Anyway, you want to use it on me and my constituents? And I gesture to the squirrels.
Sure, I'll do it on the way.
Well, you're a mighty fine gentleman. There's some more brew and your future.
How is he doing this? Is there,
I'm
is there somebody like talking in his ear to say all this? Because this is like the most entertaining thing I've ever heard in my life. Holy crap.
So I'll just be like prestidigitating dirt and grime off of this band.
Well, I have never felt so clean and sparkly in my life.
Oh my god.
What is life?
There's like a little like anime twinkle on his forehead from like the suddenly clean.
Oh yeah.
I don't even remember what I used to do. Oh, this is weird.
What can you do besides play the banjo?
Is that not good enough for you?
No, it's not. But I'm saying more.
In
most
fact,
people
I
have
am
a lot
going to
of
play
skills.
my sneaky song. Sneaky song, sneaky song. We are sneaking, sneaky, sneaky, sneaky
I'm like tapping
song.
my foot.
Actually crying. That was a tear. That was a tear. That was an actual tear.
No, but like, do you have any magic or like a weapon you fancy?
Well, whenever someone comes close, I don't really know. What do I do? Usually the banjo music keeps people away. I'm not gonna lie to y'all.
So you're proficient in musical instruments, would you say?
One would be able to say that.
Bard.
Clang!
Oh my god!
Sneaky song!
I'm not going to do this. I'm just
Super
gonna leave.
sneaky!
Secret tunnel. Secret tunnel.
Through the mountains.
Secret
Oh,
tunnel.
careful, copyrighted songs.
Yeah.
Not the secret tunnel.
Anyway, okay, so you guys head off through the woods. You get a nice long walk through the woods. You guys get back to the cove where you had seen the ship destroyed, and much as one might expect, there is a partially submerged wreck. I want you guys to imagine, like the Pirates of the Caribbean, like pirate ship, like half sunken into the water, small cove, sandy beach, like sort of the front and the back of the ship sticking out, middle sort of dipped down below the waves. Now, I want you to throw in the addition of like burnt, charred, like blackened sections, like ragged bits of still embers sail, like dangling from lines that are just sort of hanging from the front of the ship. Like a bowsprit, like that front pole that sort of comes off the front of the ship, is just snapped off, and you can see like that front of the bow has been like stabbed into the side of the boat, like something just picked it up and just shoved it through the ribbing, and then just huge claw marks, just gouging grooves all over it, as though like all four limbs had just been constantly like cat crunching into this thing. Yeah, that's the boat.
Are there? Can we look for any survivors?
Yeah, there are a lot of bodies.
Mm-hmm.
There are a lot of parts of bodies.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of like stained red bits where like the waves are sort of lapping a little bit, and you can see like arms and torsos that have like come ashore, and there's blood sort of seeping out of them still.
Yeah.
There's no tide, right? Because the water's just sort of slowly rolling off. There's no moon to draw the water in and out.
So perception, yeah.
So what?
Perception.
No, I'm telling you that there's no tide to like wash things ashore. It's just all of this water, like all the things that are sort of being pushed up by the water are just sort of sitting there on that line of shore and water. And it's just this building line of sort of carcass bits that like the crabs and sort of crustaceans and birds are starting to collect and pick at in this dawn light. And you can see like there's just no motion anywhere. There's bits of the beach where you can see someone who might have like gotten to the shore and tried to run, but there's just blackened, charred like glass around them where the sand has been melted down, and even like just the remnants of bone remain at the center of the blast.
Are you okay? You good?
This does not look good, my friend.
Are there any lifeboats?
No.
Okay. Like,
More
there
like death
aren't any, or
boats.
they're like broken.
I mean, you saw lifeboats on the boat, but there's no sign of them. Like looking around, you can see like what looks like the blackened remnants of like like the hull, like the
yeah.
wooden beam that runs the center of like a lifeboat, and like just the back bit of it, sort of waterlogged with like a burnt off end where the front half should be, is just like slowly on, like listlessly in the waves.
Can I like investigate the wreck and see if there's anything salvageable or like
Yeah, you're gonna swim out to it, or you're gonna fly out to it.
fly out to it?
Okay, you're gonna fly out to it. Okay, so you fly out and you have this moment of like remembering the sight of the golden dragon like leaping out, and you can sort of see it like mirror image in your eye of like what was and then what you're seeing now, and it's a contrast. You get out to the boat. Much of the engineering portion, sort of the rear and back of the boat near where like the tiller would be on a traditional ship, is made up of magic machinery that is sort of artificed by the Joseon Empire or by the Freelands. Whatever kingdom you're in usually has some sort of, this is their like brand or their sort of norm, because there's no like standardized production really. We're not sort of industrial in this setting. So everything's like a little different wherever you go. Whichever smith, whichever company you're getting your materials from, it's all made for purpose. So you're like looking around in the engine room. It's a lot of glass. And a lot of it is broken. There's copper tubing. There's sort of steel sheeting. There's various sort of crystalline structures that look like they were made for either holding, channeling, or converting magical energies for whatever purpose is needed. Roll either Arcana or History, please, as you're sort of poking around, trying to get a feel for what's left.
Arcana 15.
It looks like a lot was damaged. It also looks like a lot was stripped out. Like there are big chunks where like an apparatus and a crystal are missing from their setting in the floor. Where like a set of tubing that looks like it might have been undamaged along the walling is gone. Where perhaps a glass orb and its sort of cage structure of wiring is removed. There's sort of pieces that have already been taken out.
Okay. Looking like around the wreck at large, can I find any evidence of anyone getting away?
None that you can see, but you can see watery footsteps leading into the like the lower deck below where all of this sort of machinery was. Okay. Sean, you raised your hand.
Yeah. I would like to cast Augury.
Remind me of the effect.
By casting rolling on bones, cards, some divining tool, you receive an omen for an otherworldly entity about the result of a specific course of action that you can take within the next 30 minutes. Okay. GM chooses the following possible omens: wheel for good results, woe for bad results, wheel and woe for both good and bad, nothing for results that aren't especially good or bad.
So how are you gaining this omen? Are you rolling bones, or what are you doing?
I'm using the squirrels.
You're rolling the squirrels?
Yes.
So you've got like 5 squirrels, and you're just like tossing them out and having them like flop in particular, like however they feel like flopping, and you're trying to see where they lay. Mm-hmm. So you're doing sort of like a Rorschach test of squirrel tossing.
Yes.
We love it.
I'm going to use the squirrels.
And what is the course of action you have in mind?
I would wonder if it's safe to be in this area while we search. Is this an okay location to be in? And I'd like to know if there's any large threats kind of lurking in the area.
So the question is it safe to stay here?
Am I in trouble if I stay for the next 30 minutes?
Whoa.
The squirrels have spoken.
Yeah, like the dozen squirrels you tossed are like a skull shape.
Something's not right here, gang.
Then let's leave.
I mean, I think you're on the shore, right?
Well, yeah.
And you're on the boat, so you're like 100 yards away.
Well, I came back to the shore to start.
Oh, okay.
For
my
the,
apologies.
Like, survivor stuff.
Okay.
Well, I no longer have the message cantrip, so sorry, that was out of character talk. Well, I immediately turn to my companions and simply using my lips, I inform them, what is the squirrels say?
Ring ding ding ding. Ding.
The wasps that you still have, because that's entertaining. So you recast it however you want to do it.
Yeah.
The wasps are still there, and one of them like gently like taps your shoulder and then like points towards the boat. You can see on the tail end of the boat, there's like a little like jutting bit of like wood or metal. Like there's something protruding from the rear. Like, so the boat has dipped down in the middle and the ends are sticking up a little bit. So the bilge, that bottom level that would usually just be sort of sloshed water at the bottom, is sticking out, and there's like a hole in the rear, and you can see something protruding out of it that's shifting and moving, like a board that's sort of wiggling around a little bit underneath the engineering section that Grimbley just investigated.
So Grimbley's like gone.
Grimbley is back with you,
okay.
and like looking to where Grimbley just was, there's like a board that's like shifting around, sticking out of a hole in the boat.
Does it look like the wind's kind of like pushing it around, or does it look like an actual like thing is down there?
Hard to tell. I mean, it could be that the water is just sort of sloshing in the boat. It could be the wind.
Could I send one of my wasps over there?
Yeah, one of your wasps can buzz over there.
Or both of them, actually, because
Yeah,
I
they
know
both
they
buzz
need to
over.
support each other.
Yeah, they're very communal.
Yeah.
So they buzz over and they take a look, and like you see one of them go and like wave a little bit, and like the two of them like sit there and chat for a minute, and then they buzz back and they're like, so we found Aloysius.
Oh, you found Aloysius.
Yeah, we did.
That's great news.
Yeah.
Could you bring him over here, possibly?
No, he's really busy. He's making the getaway vessel.
A getaway vessel. He's making a
Yeah.
Oh. Hey, Grimbley, you hear that?
I do.
He said he was making you guys a boat.
That's what you love to hear. Good thing we still have him and we didn't, break his arm.
I wasn't gonna break his arms. I told you I wasn't gonna break his arms.
I'm just referring to that you wanted to.
At first.
Not too.
I'd like to interrupt. Well, excuse me. I am going to inform my squirrels that I would be most appreciative if they went out and scouted for me for a little bit.
They like, as one, like do like a snap to salute and then just like race off in every direction.
Thank you, Corporal.
Corporal Fuzztail.
Mm-hmm. Next session, I will have names and personalities for all of you.
I
Fuzztail
like to
McFluff.
imagine that one of them is just named Corporal.
And then there's one that's General, but that's the smallest one. Like the young one that's like tagging along is General.
Mouse walks over very calmly and non-threatening over to Aloysius.
He's 100 yards away off in the
I would
ruins of the boat
also-
in the bay.
Can I just start walking?
Whoa,
You
whoa,
mean
whoa,
swimming?
whoa,
Oh, swimming.
In the bay.
Oh,
He's in the ruined boat.
Whoa.
Can like my wasps take me there?
So, interruption.
Okay.
Very clearly.
Well,
So I rolled the squirrels, and they very clearly showed me a skull emoji. All right.
emoji.
So in my unprofessionally professional opinion, I believe that we should be sneaky about what we're doing right now, cause
Okay, how do we sneak over past the water? I don't like.
well, you can sneakily go through the bottom. You can. I mean, you're a woodsy gal, aren't you?
No, I mean it's true, but I other than being flown over the water, is that not sneaky?
I'm just saying, something's not right here.
Something's not right.
And if you want to risk your hides, you can. And I mean, I am playing my sneaky song as best I can. But
How does it go again?
Twang,
How does it
twang.
go again?
sneaky
Yeah,
song, sneaky song.
okay. Sorry, I forgot. I needed to be reminded. All right.
And
Well,
I think I'm just gonna go kind of play my sneaky song by the rocks here. You still are under the influences of my sneaky song and possibly my liqueur that I made. But
oh wow. So how do we get over to Aloysius? Because I think if we just let him continue build this boat, he might leave without us.
I think perhaps this is a great moment to sort of have these. You guys are at the shore, having this moment, twanging in the background, squirrels scurrying around as scouts. How do we get to Aloysius? The board sticking out of the boat is wiggling a little bit. Maybe the sounds of like thuds, like nails being driven. And we're going to sort of camera view here, zoom between the cast standing on the beach down to a little bit of water, sort of between them and the ruined boat, where a pair of sort of large round shapes lift just to the water's surface and take a deep breath, like two whale blowholes taking a deep inhale of fresh oxygen. And as we sort of pan over, you can see this long outline of something dark below the waves. And we're going to call that the end of session for today.
We're all screwed. We're all going to die.
Thank you guys for listening. This has been the Misadventures of the Misdeeders, the Misdeeders Misadventures, brought to you by KWOU Radio here at Western Oregon University. We have been your cast and company for this little adventure. We hope you listen next time and have a lovely day.